Now open Mary, Our Lady of Peace Mausoleum in Flushing, New York. Secure your family's future with 10% down, no taxes, and 0% interest financing for up to 10 years on pre-need crypts and cremation niches starting at just $25 per month. Protect your loved ones with the gift of pre-planning. Visit them today at Mount St. Mary Cemetery. Call 718-353-1560. That's 718-353-1560 or go to ccbklyn.org to learn more. That's ccbklyn.org.
You're commuting home with Katz and Cosby. Now, here's John Catsimatidis and Rita Cosby on 77 WABC.
Joining us now, you guys, we have Gordon Chang, the great China expert. His Twitter is Gordon G. Chang. And Gordon, you also have a brand new book out, which I am so thrilled. It's called Plan Red, China's Project to Destroy America. By the way, today is China's National Day. It's the 75th anniversary, 75 years of communist rule in China. So how appropriate that Tim Walz will be on the debate stage tonight?
Yes, certainly, because Tim Walz has very suspicious contacts with the Communist Party's United Front Work Department. That's the part of the party that subverts foreign governments. When he was taking high school students and exposing them to communist ideology in China, he had to have had the approval of the United Front Work Department. And he can't say that he was uninformed and naive because as governor of Minnesota, he has maintained continuous contact with the United Front Work Department. So this is a decades-long romance with the worst elements on the face of the earth.
You know, I want you to refresh everybody, Gordon Chang, because you know China so well. Tim Walz's love affair with China, so much so that his wedding anniversary is tied to Tiananmen Square, one of the most brutal crackdowns in world's history.
Yes, that really was weird. As we've seen in the Daily Caller reporting, though, that these contacts with the United Front Work Department have just been continuous. And, he can explain away, I was trying to memorialize the students who died on that night. Well, he can explain away a fact or two, but he can't explain away the pattern. And because he's going to be one heartbeat away from the Oval Office, he owes an explanation to the American people about why he's been supporting the United Front Work Department over the course of 3 decades. This is just elemental because we should not be electing a communist who could one day be president of the United States.
You just hit an interesting point, what you said before about him saying that he wanted to honor the freedom fighters, if you will, because those students were incredibly heroic during Tiananmen Square. It's interesting. He comes out with this is the first time I've heard that. He comes out with that hours before the debate. How convenient is that, Gordon?
Yeah, it certainly is, because I think he knows that he's in trouble over this because he cannot give an adequate explanation to the American people. I mean, if Harris gets elected president, we will not have a communist sympathizer and fellow traveler so close to the Resolute desk in the Oval Office.
Yeah.
And that should concern us because China, which has declared the United States to be its enemy, is pushing really hard against us. There's fentanyl, there's COVID, there's intellectual property theft, there's all sorts of things, including, by the way, Rita, meddling in our elections. So this is China just political warfare against us, and they'll have Tim Walz there leading the charge against the country that he will swear to protect.
Yeah, absolutely. Gordon Chang, Paul Stone is here, the CEO of Colonial Metals Group.
When it comes to considering the depth of the roots of someone, to me, the source of everything matters. When we look at Walz, like you are highlighting just how deep those sympathetic roots go with communism, and the idea of a massive oppressive government is his form of solution to all the ills in humanity today. How obnoxious is that?
Yes, and very recently he's commented about how socialism is just like being a good neighbor. Well, no, it isn't, because he has not explained the fundamental nature of socialism and, more importantly, how socialism has worked out in practice. When he talks about communists sort of sharing all of their assets and money and everyone is just lovey and happy, and that is just shows that he believes in this stuff. He does not believe in our country. So I don't believe, I think that his presence on the ticket just disqualifies the Democratic Party ticket. I wish that Kamala Harris had actually picked someone who loved America so we could have a real choice. But the American people don't really have that choice.
Yeah, and you're right. It speaks volumes who she picked as her number 2. And we'll see him in action in a few hours from now. Thank you, Gordon, so much.
Thank you, Rita, and thank you, guys. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Gordon Chang.
Thank you, Gordon. Good luck on your new book.
You can reach Gordon Chang on his Twitter, up-to-the-minute news, at Gordon G. Chang.
He always has the best stuff.
Janine Pirro here for Colonial Metals Group. Colonial Metals Group helps Americans protect their future with the most trusted store of wealth in human history, physical gold and silver. If you're retiring or retired, go to colonialmetalsgroup.com/Pirro for your free Janine Pirro Colonial Metals Group Retirement Protection Kit, or call 800-965-8004. 800-965-8004 now to receive a free home safe and up to $7,500 in free silver.